ChatGPT is a technology that's been popping up all over the internet these days. So I decided, why not let's make a whole project combining ChatGPT with a Discord bot in Python. So let's do that in today's video. Alright, so in today's video, first of all, I'll introduce to you guys what ChatGPT is, along with some use cases, and then we'll have an architectural diagram of this whole project, because it is a little bit complicated. Then we'll get straight into the interactive demo, in which we'll create a Discord bot that will connect to ChatGPT's API so that you can text the Discord bot and it'll get ChatGPT output. Alright, so first of all, what is ChatGPT? Although I'm sure most of you have already used it or heard about it. Well, it's a viral AI chatbot that's known for human quality responses, and it's being used in many different places and fields because it's very useful in a bunch of different aspects of life. And it'll make life a lot easier for a bunch of people because of the quality of the responses it gives. For example, let's just go to ChatGPT's website right now. So I'll just open up okay, there we go, ChatGPT. So here, let's just ask it a question. Maybe any question. Let's just ask it to write me a summary about the Roman Empire. Just any random thing. Alright, so now it's writing a human quality response about the Roman Empire. And it'll give you a different response every time you ask it this, meaning that it's using its own creativity to do stuff. So here it's giving me a whole, alright, there we go, there's the summary. So this is the extent of quality that ChatGPT will give us, and it'll do a bunch of things. For example, first of all, for the use cases, it'll give you content like what we just asked it to do, give me a summary. It can also write essays, summarize paragraphs, and paraphrase things like that. It can also make creative different things, like for example, it can tell you jokes, it can write creative summaries, things like that. And finally, it can also be used in coding, because you can ask it to write you like a whole program and it'll do that. Let's test that out, actually. So here now, let's ask it to write me a Python program to maybe detect faces in a picture. Okay, so this is just some simple face detection, but here we go. It's giving us an example of a Python program that uses OpenCV to detect faces. And then here we go. It's giving us a whole program. And now if we ran this, then it would actually do it. So there we go. ChatGPT can do a bunch more stuff, and it's very useful in a bunch of different fields. So that was about what ChatGPT is and some of its use cases. But now, let's get into the project that we're going to be doing in today's video. So here's the architectural diagram. Basically, the computer represents the user, the end user. And the user will type any sort of message or any sort of question to our Discord bot here. And our Discord bot will give it to... The Discord bot is coded in Python, and our Python program has all of the responses for the Discord bot. And the Python program will take whatever the user entered, give it to ChatGPT, and let's say the user asked a question such as what color are dolphins? Just random question. So our Python program will take in that what color are dolphins question asked by the user, and then it'll give that question to ChatGPT, get the output from that using the API, and then it'll tell the Discord bot, since this whole Discord bot is coded in Python, it'll tell the Discord bot to text back the output to the user, and then that'll go back to the end user in the end. So yeah, that's the architectural diagram, but let's get into the demo and actually do this. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Atom so that we can actually code this whole Discord bot. So I have this file here, and it's called chat.py. So this is just an empty file, an empty Python file. So now let's actually start creating our Discord bot. But before we code it in Python, we actually have to go to Discord and create a bot from there, because we have to create the bot there, and then in Python we can connect to the bot. So here I'm going to go to the Discord developers portal. You can just go to this URL. I'll link it down in this description below. And then you're going to need to have a Discord account, and then you're going to have to connect it to this Discord developers application. So now I'm going to press new application in the top right corner here, and then we can create any application that we want. Now we can call it whatever we want. In this case, let me call it GPT bot. All right, there we go. So then here we're going to call it GPT Oh, it's gone. Okay. GPT bot. Click the terms and services and then press create. So then here now we can add a profile picture. We can do whatever we want. In this case, I'm not going to add a profile picture. We'll just keep it as it is. But here you can add tags, application ID, public key, all that stuff. But that's not what we need right now. What we need is, we're going to go to bot here. And then here we're going to press add bot and then press yes, do it. So now we've created our own bot. So I'm going to call this bot ChatGPT bot. And then here we need a token here. So I'm going to, and then here we need a token, but I'll get that later. So now what we're going to do is give the bot some permissions, but I'll give the bot permissions later. So I'm just going to press save changes. And then now we've saved the changes and we've created our bot. And as you can see, we have this tag here, meaning we can even add the bot on Discord. But now I'm going to go to OAuth 2, which is basically all of our permissions and stuff. And then I'm going to press URL generator. So now here I'm going to check off bot here because we're creating a bot. And then now we can give the bot permissions. In this case, let me just give it administrator actually, just so it can do everything. So I'm going to give my bot administrator and then copy this URL here. So then this URL will allow us to add our bot to any server we want. So I'm going to copy paste this URL here. And then yeah, an external application. And then here we have GPT bot wants to access your Discord bot account. And then now we can add it to any server we want. In this case, I'll add it to this like empty server that I just created called Rishabh Teaches Tech. And then I'll hit continue and then authorize. And then I am human, we're going to do the CAPTCHA, and then yeah, there we go, authorize. So that means that in my Discord server, it's created that bot and added that bot into the Discord server. So let me go to my server actually, and then here's the Rishabh Teaches Tech server, and then there we go. It says ChatGPT bot just appeared in the server or something like that. ChatGPT bot just slid into the server. And then here you can see it's offline, but yeah, it's there, ChatGPT bot. So there we go. We've created a successful Discord bot and we've added it into our server. But now we want to get an API key for it and actually add it into our Python program. So how we can do that is by going back to bot again, and then let me reset the token because I never actually copied it. So I'm going to press yes, do it. And then here we have our token. So I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to put it into my Python program straight away. But first I have to import Discord. Then the next thing I want to do is create a variable called intents equals, and then I'm going to say discord.intents.default. And this will make sense later, but basically I'm just setting the intents of our Discord bot. So intents.messageContent message_content equals to true. And then finally we can add our token into our variable. So I'm going to add our token into a token variable, and then this is the token that we just copied from Discord. And finally, the last thing we can do is create a client variable. Now this client variable will handle everything that we need to do with our Discord bot. So I'm going to say client is Discord, which is our library. So Discord dot, and then we're going to use the client function. And then here we need an intents parameter. So I'm going to say intents equals, and then that intents that we just created. All right, there we go. So now this was all the setup for our Discord bot. Now the next thing we can do is actually add some events. So what will happen to our client, which is the Discord bot? In this case, we need two main events. First of all, whenever it's logged in, whenever it logs in, or whenever it just starts up the bot. And then another event would be whenever someone messages the bot. So here, first of all, let's add an event by saying @client.event. Then we can create a function by saying async, because we want an asynchronous function. So I'm going to say async def, and then we can call this function whatever we want. I'm going to call it on_ready. And then here, this function we've created onReady. Now inside of that, we can just print that we've logged in as the user. This is not needed, but I just want to make sure it's working by printing out we've logged in. So I'm going to say we have logged in as, and then we can actually add the client because the client is just the username of the bot. So I can say plus client. All right, there we go. Actually, let's just add a space there so it's formatted nicely. Okay. All right, there we go. Now we can add the other event, which is the main event. And this event will be whenever someone pings or messages the bot. So again, I'm going to say at client.event. And then here we're going to create another asynchronous function. And then here we're going to call this function on_message. Message. And then since this is a dynamic function, we need to actually get the message. So I'm going to add a parameter called message here. And then now inside of that, we're going to create a bunch of variables. So these variables will be, first of all, the user message or whatever the user told the bot and the username of the person. So first of all, let's get the username of the person. So username equals, and then we're going to put this all in a string function because we want to be able to print it out. So message.author. So this message is whatever the user tells the bot. So message.author, and then and then we don't need the whole like tag of the user because all users have like a tag, like as you can see I have a tag here, and then there's numbers at the end. We just want the name of the user. So I'm going to take out everything after the hashtag. So I'm going to say .split, and then we're going to take out everything after the hashtag, and then I'm going to put index of 0 just so it takes out everything after the hashtag. Then next thing we want is the user message. So I'm just going to say, okay, user_message equals to, and then string again, and then we want to get the message content this time. So message.content. Then the next thing we want to get is the channel. So this will be like the Discord channel inside of my server. So in this case, I have a general channel and a Discord bot channel. So here I'm going to put channel equals to, and then again string, and then message.channel. This will be whatever channel that the user messaged in, and then .name. So now we've gotten 3 variables for the data of the Discord. So in this case, we have username, user message, and channel. So now we can even print out all this data together. So whenever any user like messages something, I can print out, how about let's print out, first of all, we'll just say the username, and then plus the string of like said. So we can say this username, this user said, and then whatever the message is. So plus user message. But now we actually need to get the lower, we need to use the lower function on this because that will get whatever we want it to. And then finally, we can add in and then whatever channel it is. So then plus channel. Yeah, that's the, okay. All right, so there we go. Now, whenever a user types anything into the Discord server, it should say this user said, and then whatever the message is in this channel. So now let's test this out by saying, oh, I accidentally took that out. Okay, by saying client.run. And then this client.run, this will actually run the Discord bot, and it'll start up the Discord bot whenever we run the program. And then we need to actually have our token here. All right, so there we go. Let's test this out. And before we run this, we actually have to create a virtual environment so that we can hold all of our packages in it. So to create a virtual environment, it's different based on operating system, but for Mac, the syntax is Python 3 -m venv, and then whatever you want to call it. In this case, I'm calling it env. And then it should create a folder inside of our folder called env, so there we go. And then that'll be our virtual environment. But now in our terminal, we actually need to activate it. So to activate it, I'm going to say source env, which is our name, /bin/activate. And then as you can see, it's activated because on the beginning of the terminal, it shows env. So then let's clear this and actually pip install all of our modules. So I'm going to pip3 install our Discord module, which is the only module we're using right now. So I'm going to save this, and then, yep, it's installing, clear, and then finally we can run this. So I'm going to say python 3 -m venv. So I'm going to say python 3 and then our file name. In this case, it's called chat.py. So if I run this, oh, Clent is not defined. Okay, I feel like, yep, I just misspelled this. My bad. All right, let's clear that and then run it again. And then it did run in the beginning, but okay, so look, it's saying logging in using static token, and then it's giving an error about privileged intents. All right, so let's do what it tells us to. So let me go to Google, and then I've copied that URL it's giving me. And, oh, okay, I believe yeah, okay. So we have to go to our bot here, which is ChatGPT bot. And then here we have our privileged gateway intents. So that's just saying that this bot will have privileges to log in from whatever service we're using. In this case, it's Python. So here we're going to select this and then save changes. And then, yeah, we only need presence intent. And we also need message content because it's going to do that. But then let me just do server members intent also. So just check all of these checkboxes just so that our bot has actual permissions. And then let's go back to terminal, clear it, and then run it again. Alright, so there we go. It's saying logging in using static token. And alright, so there we go. It's saying we have logged in as Discord client object. But I don't want it to do that. I want it to just add the user there. In this case, it's GPT bot. So I'm going to say here inside of the print statement, I've changed it so now it's formatting inside of the string. That just makes it simpler. And then inside of this, we can add whatever part of the client variable we want. In this case, I'll say 0.user. So then let me save that and then run that again. Now it should print out it formatted in nicely. So let's run that again, and yeah. Okay, wait, okay, there we go. It's saying we have logged in as ChatGPT bot, and then there's the tag. So now if we type anything in the server, then it should show us and print it out. So let's go to our Discord server, and then let me type something. Let's just say, hello, my name is Rishabh. Alright, and then yeah, there we go. It's saying Rishabh K said, hello, my name is Rishabh, in general. Okay, so as you can see, there's no spaces, so let's make that a little bit better. Username said, and then user message dot lower, and then in, and then we'll add spaces throughout the whole thing. So let's just Control C that, and then run it again. And then now, if we type this again, hello, my name is Rishabh. And then we go back, and yeah, there we go. It's saying Rishabh K said, hello, my name is Rishabh in general chat. So there we go. That's worked. We've created a successful Discord bot that will receive messages. But now we wanted to do something with that message and even like put messages back. So how we can do that is, first of all, we're going to put those messages that it sends into ChatGPT. So how we're going to do that is, first of all, we want to connect this to ChatGPT or OpenAI. And I've already created another video on my channel about connecting Python and ChatGPT together. So if you'd like a more in-depth discussion on how to connect ChatGPT to Python, check out my last video. So in this video, I'm just going to go pretty fast, and this is going to be mainly about the Discord part. So here I'm going to go to OpenAI account keys. So I've already signed into my account, and I'm going straight to this API keys. I can link this in the description for you guys. And then I'm going to create a new secret key and copy this. Now this secret key will be like the token for connecting Python to OpenAI. Then we're going to import that into our program. So I'm going to import OpenAI into our program. And then here under the token, I'll create another variable. Actually, it's not really a variable. We're just telling OpenAI module that this is the key. So I'm going to say OpenAI.API_key equals to, and then we'll add the key inside there. So that's just telling the OpenAI module that here's the key, and whenever we use OpenAI, we'll be using this key. Alright, next thing we want to do, I want to start using I have multiple channels in this Discord server. I want to use the Discord bot channel. So if anyone ever sends anything only in the Discord bot channel, then the Discord bot will respond or do something with that. So how I can do that is, first of all, we want to make sure that whoever's sending the messages is not the Discord bot and it's the Discord user. So how I can make sure that, just to help troubleshooting, I'm going to say if message.channel.name is equal to, and then client.user, then we would want to just return, and then I spelled client wrong, client. Okay, now we want to check for if the message is in the Discord bot channel, then we'll continue with sending the user message to OpenAI. So here I'm going to say if message.channel.name is equal to, and then Discord bot, I believe that's what the channel is called. Yeah, Discord_bot. Then we want to, first of all, let's just print out the message. Then first of all, let's send the user message to OpenAI or ChatGPT, get the response, and print that out first. Then we can worry about the Discord bot sending back the message, the returned output. So first of all, I'm going to create a variable called response, and then I'm going to copy in, and I'm just going to copy paste this code, but I'll explain it. So here, I've explained this extensively in my other video, but basically all this does is we're sending from the OpenAI module, we're sending this to the model of Text DaVinci 003, which is the latest ChatGPT model. And then the prompt is going to be what the question is. In this case, I've added the prompt as user_message, which is our variable for whatever the user types in the Discord channel. And then the other parameters are just for OpenAI to worry about. Alright, finally what we want to do is print out the output that it returns. So I'm going to print out response, which is our variable. And then here I need to index it with a couple of things just so that it gets the raw output of, just so it gets just what we need, which is the response, other than whatever else raw output it might have. So then I'm going to say choices with an index of 0, with an index of text. Now let's print this out, and it should print out whatever output of what ChatGPT responds from whatever we send in Discord. So let me just Control C and stop the Discord bot, and then restart the Discord bot using chat.py. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need to also pip install this. So I'm going to pip3 install OpenAI, just so that we can get the module, okay? And then we'll press clear and then restart it. And yeah, okay, so there we go. Now in Discord, yep, the bot's logged in, and you can even see in Discord, you can see ChatGPT bot, and then you can see it's online right now. That's because it's logged in. And now if we send anything in general, nothing will happen, but we have to send something in Discord bot. It'll probably print out what we've sent. Yeah, there we go. But we have to send something in Discord bot for it to return the output from OpenAI. So let me just ask it a question, like for example, where do giraffes live? Alright, then what it should do in terminal is, yeah, there we go. So it's responding with what OpenAI would respond with. Giraffes are found on the savannas and grasslands of Africa. I can even do other things like, tell me a joke about giraffes. And then it says Rishabh K told me, and then it says Rishabh K said, tell me a joke about giraffes. And then it's even telling us the joke. Yeah, there we go. We've successfully created a Discord bot that will receive messages and then print out the output from ChatGPT of what those messages are. Now the last step in this project is to actually send back this output instead of just printing it out. And it's actually pretty simple. So let me put this response choices text. So let me put this response choices text into a variable so that it's pretty much more simpler. So I'll just call this variable output equals and then response choices, all that. And then instead of printing out that, we can print out output. All right, and then like I said, the last thing is to actually send back messages. So to send messages in using the Discord bot, you have to say await message.channel and then whichever channel we want, and then .send. Now this will send us a message, and we can send either like a hard-coded text message like this, or we can send the output, which is what we want to send. And the output is just the ChatGPT output of whatever the user sent. So now you can even have conversations with the Discord bot, which is ChatGPT. So let's save this and run it. Alright, so let me stop this instance, and then once you stop it in Discord, you can see it's offline now. But let's test it again by running it. And then, yep, it's logged in. Yep, now it's logged in, and then it's online again. And now let's go back to Discord bot channel, and we'll send something. And now it should send us back stuff in Discord. So let me just ask it a question like, how was your day? Yeah, there we go. It sent us back some data now. It was good. I spent some time with friends. Yeah, all that. And now we can actually have a conversation with the ChatGPT bot. Now let me ask it another question. What do you think about giraffes? I think giraffes are amazing animals. All that. Yeah, There we go. Very quickly, it responds to, oh, yeah, it's giving us a lot more. Yeah, so it's giving us a lot more, it's giving us a lot of response because it's getting it from ChatGPT's API and then quickly responding here in Discord. All right, so now let me say, write me a summary about giraffes and how they impact the environment. I'm just giving something pretty hard. Impact the environment. All right, now it should send the data that I asked, which is the prompt. It should send that to ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT will write this out, and then it'll send it in Discord. So yeah, there we go. It's written me a whole summary of this. So there we go. We've successfully created a Discord bot and connected it to ChatGPT to make an all-rounded project to make a ChatGPT Discord assistant. So there we go. That worked. So that was creating a Discord bot in Python and connecting it to ChatGPT as well, so that we can have an all-rounded text assistant in Discord. So I'm really enjoying making these ChatGPT videos, so stay tuned for more. Thanks very much for watching. If y'all had any doubts, please comment down below. I'd love to help you out with any ChatGPT Discord questions or issues. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Until then, you can learn anything.